We will now sing together, I Feel Like Going On. This moving song, with one repeated verse, is deceptively simple with a deeply inspiring message. As we sing, let us deepen into the spirit of dedication and commitment, never to give up. Though our strength may falter, we go on because we know that is our only choice, and that is how we will reach our goal of freedom and equality for all. And Catherine will lead us.
I feel like going on. I feel like going on. Though trials mount on every hand, I feel like going on. I feel like going on. I feel like going on. Though trials mount on every hand, I feel like going on. I feel like going on. I feel like going on. Though trials mount on every hand, I feel like going on. I feel like going on. I feel like going on. Though trials mount on every hand, I feel like going on.
Today is a celebration of heritage and hope, the spirituality and power of the African American tradition in music. I invite you to travel back with me for a moment to the year 1618. Let us be with the people living their lives in communities, in families on the continent of Africa. They watched the horizon as ships arrived to drop anchor on their shores, and then began the horror, what some call the Black Holocaust, as adults and children were violently abducted from their homes, bound with chains, carried like cargo in the holds of ships across the Atlantic to be sold as property, valued only for their labor, human beings trapped in lifetime and multi-generational slavery to enrich landowners on the newly colonized continent that would become the United States of America. Over the next 250 years, the brutally enforced system of chattel slavery was fully supported by law and culture, buttressed by lies woven in religion and science, education and community life, to anchor into the basic structures of this country the enslavement of people of African descent to benefit those of European ancestry. After a brutal and deadly civil war, the Emancipation Proclamation was signed to end the formal government sanction of slavery, and hope dawned that freedom and justice would prevail. But the period of Reconstruction provided only a brief respite before new systems of oppression were created, so that over the next 160 years, the brutality continued as law and practice have been bent to maintain the oppression, the subjugation of Black people, with atrocities persisting to this day. And through it all, Black people, supported by their white allies, persisted, never giving up, keeping on the struggle for their freedom and dignity. For many, the deadly incursion of immigration and customs enforcement, not only in Minneapolis, but in communities all over this country, echoes the assaults on Black and brown people throughout the history of this nation, From the fugitive slave patrols to the Ku Klux Klan and local vigilante groups, attacks on protesters in the civil rights movement, so many points of government-sanctioned or enforced oppression of BIPOC people in our nation. The songs and hymns we sing today offer comfort, express commitment, and build unity as the stories behind the music reveal personal and community struggles, long tradition, and moments of revelation that have given birth to universally beloved songs. The spiritual, the hymn, the protest song carry messages of faith, struggle, and hope rooted in the experience of enslaved people. As we sing, let us embody the spirit of struggle, of resistance, of support, and hope that we create together. Our next song, There's a River Flowin' in My Soul, is an anthem to empowerment and inner peace, written by activist composer Faya Ora Rose Touré. The first verse is on the screen, and as Catherine leads us to explore the river flowing through us, let us enter and celebrate the flow that represents a constant source of self-worth and spiritual strength as we join in the deep work to restore and sustain the dignity and worthiness of all.
And I'll play it through once.
Our next song, Lead with Love, calls us into resilience, persistence, and unity for challenging times. The composer, activist, singer-songwriter Melanie Amour tells this story about the origin of Lead with Love. Quote, "This song came to me the day after the 2016 election. I was working with a St. Louis middle school, Latinx and Black kids, and I was stopped by two little Black kids when I walked in, and the kids said, 'Miss Melanie, does this mean we're going to be slaves again?' They were terrified. And my Latinx kids thought, they're going to come take my grandma in the middle of the night. So I said, 'Babies, we need to talk. First, they're going to have to come through me to get to you. Also, there are more people with you than against you. You got to tell kids the truth about the Electoral College being based on race and class, and talk to them about the gutting of the Voting Rights Act that happened in 2013. You got to tell kids the truth. But here's the thing. I want you to think about people like Dolores Huerta, Cesar Chavez, Mandela, Martin Luther King, Mother Teresa, Malcolm X. All these people started their movements out of the love of their people, not out of the hatred of someone else. So you gotta lead with love. End quote. In that spirit of love, let us raise our voices together to honor determination, community, and maintaining hope in the face of despair. This is a call and response. The chorus is on the screen, and Catherine will lead us in the verses.
This is my challenge to you. Okay, we're going to sing the chorus is going to be up there. We're going to sing it twice together. Then the next part is call and response. When I sing something, you're going to repeat it back to me. Okay, you ready? Okay, it goes. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Not bad, right? You ready? Here we go, starting with the chorus and then the call and response. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Don't give up hope.
Don't give up hope.
You're not alone.
You're not alone.
Don't you give up.
Don't you give up.
Keep moving on.
Keep moving on.
You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Lift up your eyes.
Lift up your eyes.
Don't you despair.
Don't you despair.
Look up ahead.
Look up ahead.
The path is there.
The path is there.
You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. I know you're scared.
I know you're scared.
And I'm scared too.
And I'm scared too.
But here I am.
But here I am.
Right next to you.
Right next to you.
You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You did it, great.
Wade in the Water is a freedom song with multiple layers of meaning. The divine presence stirring the water to bring healing. The Exodus story, in which the waters parted to save the Israelites from the forces of the Pharaoh that sought to return them to slavery. And is a coded freedom song, a teaching song, used by enslaved people as they fled the plantations for freedom in the northern states and Canada. The music is associated with Harriet Tubman and the Underground Railroad, warning fugitives to use water to hide their scent from tracker dogs and the fugitive slave patrols. The song remains a powerful symbol of resilience, blending religious faith with strategic, literal instructions for escaping bondage. The words are on the screen as Catherine leads us in joyful song.
Okay, let's do the chorus twice together.
That's the
And there, yeah, that's the chorus.
There'll be verses.
Yeah. And then, actually, as I was looking at this, it's when you get to the verses, I think that probably the first line was sung by the leader, and then people responded with, God's going to trouble the water. But you can sing everything with me. That's okay. Okay.
We're all leaders.
Yeah. So twice through on this, and then we head into the verses. Yeah. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. See that band all dressed in red. God's gonna trouble the water. Must be the children that Moses led. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. See that band all dressed in white. God's gonna trouble the water. Must be the children all ready for a fight. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. See that band all dressed in blue. God's gonna trouble the water. Must be the people gonna see this through. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. One more time. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. That's what happens when you're led by an alto. You get down in the basement. It's all right.
It's nice that altos get to lead sometimes. Our closing hymn, Ain't Gonna Let Nobody Turn Me Around, is an anthem of resistance, determination, and unity against segregation, oppression, and injustice. Once again, a zipper song. It is a widely used protest song, as specific words can be added to encourage and empower activists and demonstrators, fostering a sense of solidarity. The first verse will be on the screen, as Catherine leads us in words to uplift and inspire us, as they have through the generations.
I still have weighted the water in my head. Sorry. Yeah, I do. Okay. Sorry about that. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round, turn me round, turn me round. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round. Keep on walking, keep on talking, marching down to freedom land. Segregation ain't gonna let segregation turn me round, turn me round, turn me round. Ain't gonna let segregation turn me round. Keep on walking, keep on talking, marching down to freedom land. Injustice ain't gonna let injustice turn me round, turn me round, turn me round. Ain't gonna let injustice turn me round. Keep on walking, keep on talking, marching down to freedom land. No anger ain't gonna let no anger turn me round, turn me round, turn me round. Ain't gonna let no anger turn me round. Keep on walking, keep on talking, marching down to freedom land. Untruth ain't gonna let untruth turn me round, turn me round, ain't gonna let untruth turn me round. Keep on walking, keep on talking, marching down to freedom land. Obfuscation ain't gonna let obfuscation turn me round, turn me round, turn me round, ain't gonna let obfuscation turn me round. Keep on walking, keep on talking, marching down to freedom land. Ain't gonna let nobody, ain't gonna let nobody turn me round, turn me round, turn me round, ain't gonna let nobody turn me round. Keep on walking, keep on talking, marching down to freedom land.
In the spirit of heritage and hope, let us now and always remember in sorrow the great wrongs done to people of African heritage in this nation, wrongs done in the name of privilege, superiority, and greed. And let us now and always honor the strength of those who have been subjected to so much cruelty and injustice, working tirelessly for freedom, creating words and music that can inspire us all as we work for wholeness and justice for everyone. So may it be. Amen, and blessed be.